Hello and welcome back. Today we are continuing our Romance of the Three Kingdoms XIII run as Liu Bei. Last episode, we managed to convince our allies, Sun Quan, to attack into Xinye, which is this current attack going here. I'm not sure this attack will be successful, but even if it's not, it relieved a lot of pressure off of us. We did lose a city that episode, and so it's starting to become kind of the heels dig in affair that is most Romance of the Three Kingdoms runs, which is that generally you hit this point where you're getting attrition, and it's a war of attrition, and if you capture a single city and you start getting momentum on your side, you've basically won. And so we're not at that point yet, because obviously we lost a city, but hopefully this opens up some doors for us. If not, we have been wife maxing, and so if we take a look at our city where we are, we also did get a new wife last episode who is quite strong, not as strong as one of our other wives, I believe. Was it Huawei? Yeah, it was Huawei. This is the wife we picked up this last episode, who has pretty solid stat line, but is not high in the aptitudes, but she'll slot in pretty well into one of Liu Bei's armies, and this kind of frees up, or one of his forces, frees up our better wife here, who has really, really high stat line overall. It frees her up to maybe lead her own force. She has really high spear aptitude, very high stats, and so what we are going to be doing this episode is hopefully pushing north from this position here into Jiangli, into Xiangyang. We already have some armies mobilized. This is an army we had brought up ourselves. The Zhao Yun's unit and Ma Dai's unit we've both sent in ourselves. We're waiting to mobilize from here for this army to get routed that is currently attacking into us. After that, we will push to Yiqing and see if we can take it while they are distracted in Xinye. Over here is our other front where we are defending. We've sent Zhang Fei and Wu Yi out to defend against what is looking to be a big push coming from Zhu Shu and Jiangsu. These forces are probably going to be pretty strong. Hopefully we can defend this position here and we don't get pushed back. We don't really have much more coming behind this as far as defenses go, and maybe we need to add a little bit more. Ma Kao will likely, once we get into a battle, this unit or this city will likely auto-deploy some forces here to assist, and we see here we have, a comfortable 60 to 70,000, so maybe they can resist this by themselves, but it's looking like this 14,000 is probably coming our way as well. That's not coming our way. These are coming our way, though, so we'll see exactly how it shakes out as we try and venture northward while Cao Cao is distracted with Sun Quan's attack. So we will begin the march north, having made our units ready. This is what we're marching with. We're going to march with Liu Bei using a heavy bow with two of his wives. We're going to march with Guan Yu with his son, which will give us pretty high stats here, using Eastern infantry. This will give us a lot of power here, and this will kind of be our punching force more than anything else, because they have a bonus to attack. We have Zhuge Liang with some light bow. This was mainly because we didn't have enough gold to really push up well, actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna siphon off a bunch of money from our various cities. We're gonna come in here, and we are going to come in, and we are going to change the materials. Because we really want this force to be an absolute banger, so we want to use maxed out troops as best we can. So what we're going to do is we're going to redistribute everything. So what we did is we did a total levy and a total allocation, but rather than doing the total allocation first, we're going to put in like 9K. So we have more than enough troops, more than enough money, and then we're going to totally allocate. Actually, let's do total levies. We're going to put in 9K. And then we're going to put in 20,000 food. And then we're going to total allocation. And so this way, it'll give our main base here quite a bit more resources, and every other one will be spread evenly. This way we have enough to march out with a bit of a better looking force. Alright, so this is more like it. Same setup, except now we're using the very best troop types we have available. We are going to put Liu Bei out with bows, bow aptitude of B, spear aptitude of B. We're going for having a little bit more bow guys. We have 2 spear units in Guan Yu's unit, which has most of the private troops, an additional 6,000 troops, so that's going to be 11,000 troops. And then Jiangzi, our wife, is going to be with a little 2,000 extra private troops. She is going to be using armored infantry and is mainly looking to hold positions, have a lot more defense, act more as an anvil, if you will, and then Guan Yu is much more of a hammer, having a lot more offense. Peng De, we're not giving too much extra troops in terms of the reserves, but he will have a few extra. He's going to be our mobility, and then, you know, bows and the brilliant maneuver from Zhuge Liang, and this will pair up quite nicely with, of course, us having Zhao Yun's force and Ma Dai's force, and so these will both be able to help us out. We're going to wait until we're advanced up at the front a little bit, and then we'll push in with the rest of them to look to take Yi Cheng, which is currently defended by, we could see, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, all-ish, so around 21,000, 40,000, but notably, Fu Tong, not that good an officer, Yang Biao, not a very good officer, Zhu Ling, not a very good officer, Zheng He, of course, is a very strong officer, but the resistance is not that great, and we have the absolute most cracked out troops coming their way. So hopefully we'll be able to push from here. We do see Cao Cao is right here. He might maneuver down. I don't know how good the AI is dynamically responding to stuff. A lot of them are heading this way, but if they start heading down the other way, we might encounter some difficulties. And wait, what happened with Sun Quan's thing? Alright, well, if all these guys come on over, that's not too big a deal. They're just basically non-factor troops, but it looks like Sun Quan's attack did fail, and so we do have this to worry about. Hopefully we can push in here. Maybe we can't. In either case, I think we'll be able to kill a lot more troops than we lose, even if we fail to push up here. So, we'll see how it goes. And the battle is afoot. I don't think it'll be too hard. If we take a look at some of the offense and defense, we see Guan Yu leading with the very best attack and defense that we have here. And if we look at some of their units, not so good. They are receiving a boost from the base that they are receiving, at least on defense. And so this will be useful for them. I think we're going to have Ma Dai circle around the rear here. Peng De is going to secure a tactical point. Actually, let's capture this too. We'll move Lei Tong to capture that. He's going to be one of the less useful guys who's coming along with Zhao Yun's unit, along with Li Yan and Yan Yan. We're just looking to kind of secure ourselves a front line here. So we're going to kind of grab everyone here, and we're going to have them all come to here. Oop. Here, let's grab them all. And we're going to have them all come here. And then we'll develop a bit of our front line by moving guys further out in front. We have Zhou Yun. We don't quite want to tangle with them just yet, but if we will, we'll activate War God, and this should overall be bad for them. Alright, so they've engaged. Let's War God up here, which is going to give us a bunch of attributes. Let's get her up as well. Let's get him up there, and Yan Yan will bring up the rear here. Lei Tong is going to conquer this, and then we're looking to make sure Zheng He stays back here in the base by keeping him honest. Otherwise, we'll attack the base ourselves with Ma Dai here. But it's looking like we're getting into pretty good shape. I think we're going to try keep Zhuge Liang in the middle here as best as we can, because if he's in the middle, then we'll be able to use his big AoE tactic, which will be nice. We'll come in and crash on the archers here. It's not ideal that he's using a tactic. What tactic is this? Was this fire? Ooh boy. So the fire does extra damage to her unit. This is not ideal. Let's use Steel General to keep her kind of healthy as best we can. We do want to move her off of the fire. But, and for Zhao Yun, we'll try and move him the other way. And we'll move him back a little bit, try and make way. Try and make room. And then we conquered this tactical point. So we'll bring Lei Tong's spear unit up. I think we can kind of bring this guy out. Did her unit get killed? Oh no. That's not good. Wifey's unit died. Shoot. Yeah, that's so the armored troops, their one weakness is fire, and they clapped us with some fire attack. So this is not going to be ideal. Alright, well, the tactic's done. They've executed it. They've done their worst. And so we'll look to see if we can get some damage down. Unfortunate, because we have a nice protect tactic up there. Thought about sending Mod Dai for it. Maybe we send Zhao Yun for it? We ask them to kind of, what's up? What are you gonna do? It looks like we're gonna crush most of these units down, though. They're not too substantive in terms of troops. Let's get you up here as well. Let's get these guys in on Kuai Liang, who we actually have a friendship with, interestingly enough. We are max tactic juice. We could do cavalry charge. I think we're going to do brilliant maneuver. It's going to hit a lot of our guys and boost some of their morale and other stuff. Really a shame to lose units so early here. Lei Tong is up and coming. Let's bring him out, and then we will probably activate this just about immediately. No, we won't need it. We'll need it for Zhang He will come out as soon as we finish this. So we lose a lot more than we wanted to in that we lost one very strong unit, so that's a bit unfortunate. Once we get down to the very last unit, Zhang He will come out to us. And so this is about where we're at. So we can just kind of speed through it a little bit here. Oh, they get reinforcements. Okay, well, that means we'll get a nice little bit of thing. What? We're no longer allies? Come on, we sent someone to renew the alliance. Oh, but did we mess up? We might have messed up. Okay, so we saved this position here in the save files and then reloaded or loaded to see if we had indeed messed up, and we had not. We have someone currently sending in for an alliance, and so we should be in just fine shape. We're going to select all the units and try and make ourselves a little bit of a formation here on the bridge that is within the range of this tactic, which is going to be nice for us, and we will make contact. I think we'll put everyone in on Zhang Liao. And then we will use the tactic here. And then we will use War God. And that is Kuai. I think that's the other Kuai. I think that's Kuai Liang. Oh, it's Kuai Yu? Back so soon? That's good for us. We're going to churn through a ton of troops like that. And there's our forming of an alliance. So we're in good shape. We do have the defense tactic. We're going to look to bring Zhuge Liang up into the middle of the scrum, more or less. That way we can use brilliant maneuver here, because it's going to apply to so many guys, and we will deal tons of damage here. So once we take out these units, Zhang He again will be out in front. I think we're going to try and see if we can get Guan Yu's unit through here a little bit more. Look to make room if we can. So Lu Meng is suppressing something. It can't be one of our things though, because we have an alliance. And let's make sure everyone's kind of advancing forward and still doing stuff. I think we're going to take a cavalry charge through them so we can flank them and be pincering them. And it's going to do a bunch of damage. Ma Dai kind of coming in nice. Yue Jin is almost certainly going to clap our ass. Hopefully he doesn't kill us. Here we see that he is 8 points higher with 5 dueling skill versus us. So our cheeks are ready. We're going to bite the pillow. I do think he's going to be going in dry here. So, okay. Not too bad. Please don't one-shot us at the end. I think he's using his knockout. Oh no, wait, just regular attack? Okay. Oh wait, no, he's gonna use knockout. Please, no. Oh, I thought he had knockout still available. Okay, well, we don't die. So we lose the battle, but not the getting uber clapped. Which of course is less tolerable than regular clapping. But we will probably be, I mean, we're just crushing here. The only question is if reinforcements arrive in time, and they do for the enemy. We're gonna make some space with Ma Dai here, so that we can flank them, and we don't want to also get flanked here, so we're gonna come here. Disengage, come down. And then we will look to get all these guys further up the bridge. And then I think we're going to War God out here because our guys are spread out and we don't have a lot of... Yeah, this guy's going to get surface area with all three of these. So that's going to be pretty good. Yu, we'll try and finish him off here. More and more reinforcements. It's looking kind of bad for us in the sense that they are really getting a lot of guys in. So this isn't what we wanted. We didn't want to face off against all these, like, hyper good guys, and we're churning through them, but we're losing a lot of troops in the process here. So we're gonna keep War Godding pretty aggressively here, considering Guan Yu's in the thick of things. And so, but I mean, we have a decent position on the bridge. But if they keep reinforcing with more and more gold guys, we're not gonna be able to. We're not gonna be able to make this happen. Like, look at their stat lines; they're over 100 and everything. And while Guan Yu's up at 300 now, it's well, I mean, maybe we have some sort of semblance of something going on. I don't know. I think we're gonna... Can we get a flank? Guan Yu's getting pincered, so... That's why we keep on using abilities with him. To try and make sure his War God is constantly active. That way we're gonna maintain the really strong spear unit. He's our last really strong spear unit. We have a bunch of cav units. And they tend to use a lot of cav. So we're gonna come around here and look to get a flank off. Now it's less necessary for us to use Guan Yu's ability. We're gonna come bring Li Yan over here. So next ability we use is probably gonna be Zhuge Liang's Brilliant Maneuver, if we can. But it's looking like we're about finishing them up here. Let's see if we can get a better surround here. I mean, we're churning through a lot of boys. We might want to even keep our maneuver. Our maneuvers here. We'll bring Lei Tong just to get some more surface area. We don't want him to be in on Zhu Huang necessarily. Zhu Huang is a tough cookie in this game. So we'll move everyone in. We'll actually get ready to kind of surround here. He could attack. And then... Oop, did not mean to click like that. We'll have all the bowmen go in on him. Very, very low stats because the ministers are coming out to play. So we'll kind of crash here. And then we'll look to walk up with Zhuge Liang and use Brilliant Maneuver. I think we'll just kind of keep the cavalry back a little bit and look to kind of go after the archers here. Because Cao Hong here is going to be one of the stronger units. And so I think we're going to try and pile on him. Maybe we even cavalry charge into him. Wow, TNU coming as well. TNU is also pretty good. Try and get the cavalry in there. Alright, everyone's... Did that say we captured Zhang He? Everyone's in now, though. It's a party here. We're not going to have any reinforcements forthcoming as well. And they're continually getting them. Oh, you're going to get toasted, bud. Regroup with the team. I think we want to kind of bring everything back a little bit. Have him come in on them, on Cao Cao. I'm going to use War God. Maybe we can get a nice surround on Cao Cao here. Cao Cao is definitely the scariest one. You see his 240s and everything. We're going to focus fire on him. Gonna bring Zhuge Liang here. Try and get us around. A nice pincer here. So we're causing mass casualties here at the very least. We're probably gonna Brilliant Maneuver next. We're gonna get surrounded here. We might bring off... Here, To avoid this round, we're gonna bring off Zhao Yun. Looking for the brilliant maneuver once we get enough juice. There we go. This is starting to not look so good. We need to send someone over there to be able to use the prayer tactic. We need a prayer. Ugh, this is a little bit rough. I mean, yeah. Cao Ji is not really an officer though. Like, they're starting to have a little bit of trouble with these reinforcements, but there's just so many troops. The problem is they've regrouped to everywhere, and Sun Quan's no longer a factor. I think if anything, we might want to try and figure out a way to retreat with what we've got. Forget exactly how to retreat here. I mean, we could slow it down and try and micro it, but this is going to be a little bit tough. We're probably going to have to War God next. But, you're completely surrounded. Yeah, he's gonna be in trouble. Mobility, combo, AoE, strike, preserve morale. I mean, that might be okay here. AoEing around yourself is decent when you're, like, completely surrounded. The problem is it takes 6. I don't know if he lives that long in between all these units. Yeah, he's probably just toasted. Yeah, if we had used this a little bit earlier, that might have worked. Mod Dai is also having a little bit of trouble. Maybe we could charge through this way. But he's also, like, surrounded. Let's get him out at the very least. This is going to cause at least a decent chunk of damage. Hopefully he gets all the way through Tianyu. I guess I didn't even consider that. He might just get into the same spot as Peng De. Bandit King takes over the gate. Interesting. Alright, Peng De. His force is kind of messed up. I think we keep Zhao Yun on this. Alright, so we do get this. We'll see if we can get Peng De out of this and retreat him. It's almost certainly that we can't, but we'll also bring him over and him up. Still getting pincer attacked here. Still executing a pincer as well on them. I mean, I don't want you to attack this stuff, huh? But we are getting to the point of deep, deep, deep pain. Alright, let's try and do this. We are wanting very significantly for... If only we had some sort of, you know, really high defense unit. I think we send Peng De all the way back here. Actually, let's send him to use the prayer tactic here. That'll work out for us. We might want to use Unwavering. But I think that maybe we can try and bring it back here. Can we maybe try and retreat to the bridge? Mod Dai. Well, Mod Dai can cavalry charge out. If we get to the bridge, the thing is we can have our archers on one side and one spear block it up. Sacrifice him. Ray came out as well. Actually, let's get him kind of over here. And then we'll start retreating across the bridge. Just not with Guan Yu. Guan Yu now will use War God because he's contacting with a whole ton of units. We'll try and get free a little bit here. Looks like it's working. Let's see how this side's faring up. So, I mean, I think he's going to be able to work down these archer units pretty well. So I think that's fine. Xiao Ji's unit's not particularly strong. We could come around here and try and do that. Probably going to be doing mostly just War God repeatedly at this point. A little bit of trouble in regards to space. We keep getting the bell that we're getting attacked in the main base. Oh, I guess we could actually... You come into here. I'm gonna do this prayer, which is gonna help us recharge our tactic juice. Man, maybe we should have Zhang Fei instead of Guan Yu. I think Zhang Fei would be more effective here, to be honest. Or War God up. That's more guys, but it's not too much more. We meant to sacrifice Lei Tong, but he's surviving. So that's an interesting turn of affairs. Yeah, he's like locked in here. Now he gets in to defend the main base. I think we War God again. Maybe we can step up here a little bit and use Brilliant Maneuver. Alright, this unit's out. He's done. Is there a way to... I could have sworn there was a way to retreat units. Like, we just want him to leave at this point with the 44 troops. There's nothing useful he can do here. Could you come out and, like... Lei Tong's unit's been routed. Let's use Brilliant Maneuver. Keep everyone's morale up at nice and high. Xiao Husheng is a strong unit. Man, this is just an absolute war of attrition here. But, I mean, we're churning through way more troops of ours than they're churning through of our, or theirs than they're churning through of ours. Guo Huai is good as well. Not a lot of troops under him, though. We'll War God when we next have a chance. Ma Dai is doing a good job holding up at least this flank here. We want to be a little bit wary of if too many guys start kind of coming onto that flank. I think, who was that? Cheng Yu. Cheng Yu, unfortunately, is also good. I mean, we're doing good here. Kind of. He's getting pincered, so we're probably going to War God next. Actually, what's the new base tactic do again? Attack and morale. Our morale's already really high, so I think we'd rather get Guan Yu's defense up with War God, because he's kind of holding everything together here. And just keeping everything together. They're getting slowly whittled down by Zhao Yun in the main camp. We might have to start pulling back behind the bridge. Actually, we should just get across the bridge because they're pincering us, right? We're not really pincering them. Let's see if we can do this, and then we'll use Ma Dai's tactic to get across. If we can. We can get Guan Yu out, I guess, is more the question. I mean, this guy's super pincered, so I don't know if he maintains it. Now Cheng Yu's in there. That's not a good idea. It's super bad for us. Chengyu, like, gumming things up. We're gonna War God. At least we have some defenses back here. Yeah, every time we churn through a guy, a new guy comes. So they're just waiting on us, killing units at this point. We pop out and maybe do more damage here. This is looking a little bad, boys. I mean, we kind of want to get out with him, but we can't. Yeah, they've just surrounded us. This is bad, unless we can get through Chengyu's unit somehow. We're just all archers now. We need to raise his morale. Yeah, every time we kill a guy, a new guy comes. In theory, that means we want to keep guys on like really low HP and just not kill them. We'll try and get Chengyu's unit out so we can make space for Guan Yu here. Maybe this is salvageable if Guan Yu can get over here in the middle. Attack, defense, and strike. Preserve morale. Yep, okay. If we... Just trying to get him through. I think we're gonna alternate between War God and using Zhuge Liang's tactic. More reinforcements for them. Because we churned through another one of these. To be fair, we have a massive unit of Zhou Yun. Just kind of sitting in the back. Not able to really help out. We have to keep an eye on our fort's health, but I think we have enough to War God. No, that's the next block here. Yeah, I guess we just focus fire on whoever's in Guan Yu's way, trying to pull Guan Yu back. We'll let this 59 stay alive, because that actually kind of helps us out, because it means we have to fight fewer guys. These guys are both weak versus the bows. Let's try and up the speed a little bit. Oh man. Yeah, they're just... Every single elimination's a new guy. This is just attrition. See if we can swap Liu Bei's unit and Zhuge Liang's unit. I think we used War God last, so it's brilliant maneuver. Trying to keep things together. We'll see if we can knock this guy out. And maybe go for Sun Li. Well, actually, let's go for Sun Li. He's gonna come from the main camp, and we want to keep him off of the other camps. So I think this works out for us. Just fine. Not sure where Cao Hong is going. I think we War God here. He's getting pincered, so we want to up the defense. Of course, another guy. Yep. Things are looking... Ooh, Peng Day. It's not gonna make it here, is he? Well, if he gets killed, let's bring him back here. Just unlimited units from the enemy here. I wish I knew how to retreat. We right click on them? No, we could just, it's like we could click. I'm gonna click around and see if I can find a way to retreat. Okay, so we could halt control so that we came back onto the map, so the battle's still occurring, and we can take a look and take a look a bit of what's going on here. I don't think we can push through this. See, they have too many guys just coming in to reinforce, so we're gonna try and retreat, and we're gonna try and retreat everyone here. We're gonna try and retreat everyone again here, especially Peng Day. And we fully disperse, and we come back. Oh, I forgot we had Peng Tong's force come in. That's unfortunate. We had guys we can maybe bring into the action. Actually, maybe, but we were fiddling around. Let's see if we can maybe halt control, bring the new guys into the action, and maybe look to push. We'll take a look at if that's possible. Alright, so now we will at least be getting a couple stragglers of reinforcements that were meant to come in. Honestly, it's not a whole lot of troops, but it is a little bit. Maybe we can make this work and take at least this fortress down. We do have Zhao Yun kind of in the south defending against these guys in this camp. We have the guys coming out from the camp looking to defend, and we have this little bit of a flank. Peng Tong has arrived, which is going to be fantastic for us to have another spear unit finally. It's been a while since we had one. I think we're going to come in here and we're going to brilliant maneuver. We're going to focus fire on this guy. Even though his stats are not overall that high, he is a cavalry guy that's in on our, you know, bows. So, needs to go. Guan Yu's still doing work up here. I think we'll put everyone in on him. The understanding that he's the biggest threat right now. Looks like they're not going to try and keep attacking Zhao Yun any longer, so he needs to come out and do something productive. We can use Brilliant Maneuver. Let's get into position. I think we used Brilliant Maneuver not too long ago. Everyone's morale looks pretty good, but it does boost everyone's attack and defense. It's a pretty solid move, so... There's a reason Zhuge usually the best in these games, so I'll trust that, the heuristic. Alright, so this is working out, and we wiped out a unit and there was not a reinforcement. Spectacular. So this is really good for us. Peng Tong, we will try and march him up to the front if we can, but he's probably gonna get stuck on this guy. Ooh, that's a lot of dudes. So Zhang Liao is now the leader. Do have to be a little bit wary of what's going on over here. We also are at max tactic juice. We could just keep brilliant maneuvering. I think we're gonna War God here though. Just absolute treacherous forever push we got going on here. I think that we try and maneuver him behind so he can come on up. But we're getting pincered. Of course, Peng Tong is going to be quite solid. And the more units we wipe out, generally speaking, the way this works is the more we're going to get units like ministerial units leading the groups and the squads. So. But now we're back to, yeah, just trying to churn through troops, I guess. I think that we want to brilliant maneuver here. That's going to affect a whole bunch of dudes. But it looks like Guan Yu's maybe spent. He does have the battering ram, so maybe there's a world where we want Peng Tong and him to swap. We'll try and pull him out. If we can. Zhao Yun's run out of supplies. So, well, that's actually critically bad. But hopefully he'll be able to do some work here before he's like out. But that's... We'll just have him fight out of supplies for a while, I guess. Try and get Peng Tong to march forward. The controls for this game are really clunky, but we really want these two to swap spots. Looks like they're trying to as well. Oh, yeah, we have tactic to use. I think now we use Brilliant Maneuver. It's going to affect everyone. So here, yeah, we have Liu Pan, Guan Yu, and Peng Tong all in here. Kind of absorbing the charge of these guys. They are a little bit more of them than us. And our child is finally born. It's the wife maxing meta. Brilliant talent. Alright. Liu I, sure. If we lose this, we do lose, so it's important that we don't. And we're about to churn through one of these guys. Hopefully... yeah, man. We might have to hang it up. If we run out of spears in front, we're gonna hang it up, but, I think we might look to retreat Guan Yu even. Oh, that wasn't good. We're gonna Brilliant Maneuver again. Guan Yu's no longer, like, the central element of this plan. If only we had a fire attack guy alongside Peng Tong, he can ensnare and decrease their defense. Ooh, decreases defense and mobility. Maybe we should ensnare on a group? We're gonna come through and look to use all of his units. Surely his move is good. Yeah, they've broken through. Well, this will actually prevent them from keeping pushing through. It also decreases defense. So hopefully we can churn through here. Just unlimited enemies here. I think we started with close to 100,000 troops, and now we're where we are. Yeah, just dead reinforcements, dead reinforcements. It's infinite. I think we'll just keep churning through as best we can, and not necessarily cover all the movements until we decide to retreat from this battle. It's a little frustrating that when we come out from halting control, or we halt control, that we cannot command these guys forward. Because we have an absolute enormous amount of troops here, but they're all trying to defend Changban rather than advance with us. And so this means that we're paying a ton of food for these guys to be out, and we also cannot form armies from their homes to send out. Like, for example, really annoyed that Ma Teng or Ma Kao here is sending out, because we were hoping, the entire reason we canceled this was because we were hoping to deploy from here. And the only thing we can do is army info. We can't send them back. And it's, yeah. I mean, Zhao Yun is out of supplies. Maybe we retreat with him. Oh, his entire thing is out of supplies? Yeah, maybe it's just, we call it here. And then... maybe we can keep fighting a little while longer. I mean, we're churning through a really good amount of troops, so let's just resume control. This is the situation without the units. Maybe we're getting overwhelmed here. We're just gonna retreat. We're gonna retreat and look to fight another day. And maybe if we retreat, it'll just reset all these units that we have, just kind of, that are doing nothing, just waiting to get attacked. And in theory, I think we could reset them by, like, swapping, moving around the units, but we'd rather not, so... And so our force disperses, expecting to see them disperse. And, maybe... we do create some friends, but what we're waiting to see is, do we get the reset? So we see several of these reset. Okay, but several of these are actually trying to push forward. Well, luckily we have these units here. These units here they're just really gonna do a whole lot of nothing. So kind of a little bit frustrated with the game mechanics here. We also took a look. It doesn't look like they're marching on Jiangge. So we're going to be in kind of okay spot, but I think what we're going to do is we are going to petition Sun Quan to attack Xinye again. And I think we're going to keep doing this. I think this is going to be our strategy. If at first you don't succeed, try again. We'll send Huang Yuying, and that way, hopefully, we can start decreasing kind of how many forces they have. I suppose what we should be doing is we should be going info, we should be going force, and we should be kind of keeping track of how many troops they have. They're up to 1 million, so their troops have kind of remained the same over kind of a substantive period of time, which is good for us. And so if our troops are trending up, we have 400,000 troops. If we can get to a point where our troops are trending up while theirs are staying the same, or some sort of parity where we're gaining more troops than they are, then eventually we attrition our way through. But other than that, it's attrition here. We do have the long-term attrition of the wife maxing, because we're gonna have kids that are gonna give really good officers, and so over the course of a long period of time, they're not wife maxing like we are, and so we're just gonna have better officers. But that is a long period of time. So anyways, I think we're gonna conclude the episode here. This episode was just a very long, protracted struggle. The meat grinder has begun. I hope you guys enjoyed, especially that it was mainly just that one really long battle. We were trying to showcase that little bit of a struggle, and it was a lot of bit of a struggle, but we see a lot of their troop counts seem to be a lot lower, and I think they had like 1 million a little while ago, so I think we're making progress. I'm really not entirely sure though. Anyways, if you liked, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do the YouTube algorithm thing, and have a good day.